Jesse.
Yeah.
Well, here we are for a episode of Self-Developed Life, and sitting with one of the most self-developed people I've ever seen
Wow.
through the
Thank you.
process of the last... How long have we known each other?
1 year?
About a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been quite a year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't usually wear scarves inside, but I
That is good.
just flew back from a month in the Philippines surfing, and I've been back in cold Korea, and I caught a cold in my first few hours here. So we're drinking warm tea.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And this episode is about minimalism and living a simple, healthy, happy,
Yeah.
solo kind of life, right?
Yeah.
So, my friend, tell me,
Mm-hmm.
we've been neighbors for the past year, and we've spent a ton of time together. You've become one of my best friends that I've ever met, actually.
Yeah.
And I'm going to miss you because this is your last few days here.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss Korea and I'm gonna miss you. Yeah, really.
And maybe just tell a bit about your background, where you're from, kind of, you know, you've got a very interesting story of what you've gone through.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Jessie. I'm from China. I've been in Korea like 3 years. From the last year, I'm really like believe in God, and so that's why we were met.
Yeah, we actually met at a local English church here, just down on the beach called New Philadelphia. And it was right when I got back from China. Remember, I just came back from Shanghai and Taiwan. And she's like, oh, I'm from China. I'm like, I just had a crazy trip in China and Taiwan. And from there, we just kind of connected. And we have both gone through a pretty interesting year. But the growth that I've seen you go from last year to now, and a lot of the programs and retreats you've done, and kind of went from someone, I hope you don't mind me saying this, it kind of went a little wild lifestyle before partying, dating, guys,
drinking.
you know, all that, which, you know, we're all somewhat guilty of, to where you are now. You know,
it's big change.
Saturday night, and you know, often you just are home painting and reading and going to different conferences and things like that. So what would you say was the main reason why you wanted to make a change in your life?
Okay. I guess always inside me there is a calling, but I don't know what is that, so I was always seeking for that, and I read the Bible and go to church. And one day I feel like I really wanna doing some having a quiet time, and then I asked you, and you recommend me the Vipassana meditation. Yeah, and I did like last year in the December, and when
you went over Christmas, right?
Yes.
So Jessie spent her Christmas. For those of you who don't know what Vipassana is, it's a 10-day silent meditation where it's almost like checking into prison, right?
Yeah.
They take everything away from you.
Yeah.
You go in there with your phone, your wallet, books, whatever, and they take all of that away. And you just pretty much go in with clothes and your toothbrush and the bare minimum, and you pretty much live like a monk for 10 days, right?
Yeah.
So maybe explain how that process was for you.
Yeah.
It's a little just worried about the that's better like this. Okay. Great job. is it not beeping? It usually goes beeping when it's recording. I'll have to edit all that out. So yeah. Oh, it's still not straight. There we go. So, share about your 10 days of silence over Christmas.
Yeah, it's like during like 1 to 3 days, I'm thinking, what is that? I think it's crazy, like wasting my time actually. Like, what is that? And I just like focusing my attention to my breath. 3 days? Oh my god, I feel like I'm wasting my time, but at that time I just thought of you. Oh, Quinton recommended me, so there must be something, you know. So I stayed. I really stayed. And from the 5th day, I really know that my mind was before was really like a monkey, but after 5 days, it's like really calm. I get really calmer, and you know, the places I'm living is so small. It's really small. But there is nothing inside there, like just a bed and a bookshelf, but there's no book. Yeah, it's nothing there. But I feel like, oh my god, and I was comparing with my place, and then but I'm more happy here, like this small place. Yeah, I guess it's more about it's less.
Less is more?
Yeah, less is more. Yeah.
And maybe talk about that, because at the time, around Christmas, when most people were consuming more gifts, more presents, more things, the two of us really discovered minimalism. And we got into it pretty hard, and your apartment became kind of like the monk's chamber, right? You came back and you kind of cleared out everything.
Yes.
And how was that process? Because we watched the documentary.
Yeah.
Minimalist or Minimalism. It's a great documentary now on Netflix about two guys that kind of coined this whole movement about just simplifying your life and getting rid of all the things that you don't need, want, use, and just clear house. They say that the average American household has 300,000 items.
Wow.
300,000.
Wow.
It's like over almost 500,000 things.
Wow.
That's like staplers, for just minimal little things, but it all adds up. And if you think about the things that you really do use, it's not that much.
Yeah,
I look around here, there's not many things that I use on a day-to-day basis, but there's a lot of things in here.
Exactly.
So you got rid of all those things.
Yes.
And how did that go?
But when I woke up, I actually, to be honest, when I woke up in the morning, I just, it's empty, I just feel empty. But I just grab a Bible, and when I reading Bible, it's just telling me, it's like the things is not really important, and I am really like how to say, being with myself, and I'm not gonna look outside to seek things. Yeah, that's the
I think that's what so many people do. They try and medicate their depression or loneliness and things like that to go and upgrade to that new iPhone, buy that new car.
Before I was like that.
Right? Yeah. So how do you feel now compared to how you did before, constantly searching?
Yeah, you know what? Also because of Vipassana, actually when I was in Vipassana, I decided I'm gonna go to Spain.
Right.
Yeah, to study their bachelor degree.
Or master's degree?
It's master.
Oh, okay.
No, master.
Yeah, because you did your bachelor's already,
Yeah. Master degree there, yeah. So, what was the question?
How do you feel now after clearing out all the clutter in your life to where you are now, that you live a more simple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got it. Yeah. Yeah, because of the Vipassana, and yeah, I decided to go to university, and actually, if I am more like before, I guess I'm gonna more concerned about money, because I'm gonna go to university. I'm not gonna having much money, or I'm not gonna work. So I guess I were more concerned about that, but yeah,
I think that minimalism takes a lot of pressure off the money situation,
yes.
because you don't need that new Chanel handbag, and you don't need the new makeup every week and stuff like that. You just have the things that you really do want and need, instead of all the excess that people are working so hard to get things that they don't really need or want. So I just really want to commend you and acknowledge you, because when we first met, this might be a little too personal, but we kind of dated for a little bit, and you were very very respectful of yourself and your boundaries, of not wanting to drink or go party or even have kind of an intimate relationship. And I think, because you're how old? Maybe tell the people.
27.
27. So she's 27 years old, which is so young to have this kind of mindset, you know, like you remind me of someone that's gone through life and in their 50s or 60s and have this kind of wisdom of really respecting yourself and taking care of yourself and having your limits of things that you don't want to do. And I think that that was really great, and for me it really kind of made me respect you on a whole nother level, to see where you're coming from and the commitment that you have to yourself and to the life you want to create. So since then, maybe just share, like I've kind of shared a lot with you about different programs I've done, like you've done the Toastmasters to try and get into public speaking, and your new YouTube channel and things that we've kind of been working on, you know. How do you feel about your own self-development?
Yeah, actually it's a huge change. Like, Toastmaster, from that before I'm kind of a little bit shy, you know, if there is a camera.
Sure?
Yes, But I really thanks you and the members in Toastmasters. Like, they are really like supporting me. And I am more like to express real me. Like before I was kind of hiding something. I'm maybe I'm not pretty enough, or maybe I'm not good enough. But I think when I really express all of part of me, like maybe sometimes I'm stupid, but it's okay, I guess. Just express what I feel, and everything.
Well, I can be honest in saying you're probably the most authentically happy person I've ever met.
Thank you.
Like, so many people are so fake, just saying, "Oh, how are you? So good to see you." But every time I see you, I know that the big hug you give me and your big smile is like so genuine, and it's really rare to see that in anyone, let alone a woman your age. That you just have so much self-confidence, and I just really am impressed with all the development and everything you've gone through. Because we were both kind of struggling, I remember, a year ago.
Right.
And we both kind of hit rock bottom and then came up.
Actually, I think you also, like, you changed a lot, like, in the 1 year.
Well, I try. It's
no way, you really, I really feel that. I can feel,
Well, thank you. Life is a journey, not a destination. I still go up and then fall back down and go up.
Yeah, I always do that, yeah.
Well, the thing with you, that you've been really committed to not drinking, not dating, no sex, no partying, and that's amazing. It really is. I slip off those slopes and stuff, you know, like I try and then I fall off the wagon. But, you know, for you, I've just seen this steady incline, and it's really inspiring. Like, it's absolutely actually, yes.
You know what? Sometimes I also like telling my friends, oh, you know, I stopped like drinking or sex and everything, and they said, wow, really?
Well, maybe what's their reply? Like, how do people take that when you share with them? Because it's so...
They don't believe me. I
Okay,
mean,
right.
they really believe me. Like, oh, no sex or no partying. But you looks like, you know. Or, but I guess the main point that I changed because of God, you know. Well, sometimes I just feel like drinking, but after like seconds, okay, why I'm drinking, yeah. And then the thinking is just gone. But yeah, before I really wanna quit drinking or party, but it's really hard.
Right.
Yeah,
so how long was that process that you were trying to stop, and then when it just became, all right, I'm not doing this anymore? What was that?
Since I really committed to God.
Wow.
Yeah. I was really surprised how easy it is. Yeah. When I believe in God. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm sure he's happy to hear that, and he's very impressed and proud of you as well. Thinking back, because that was only maybe a year or two ago, right?
Yes.
How do you feel? Your body, your mind, your spirit, everything. How do you feel in contrast to the old Jesse to the new Jesse 2.0 after we've been kind of working together?
Yeah, it's like nowadays, to be honest, I feel like I pulled all the stress out of me. Yeah. Like all the things is just pull out, and then I'm accepting the good, everything, like happiness and thanks for, like, grateful. Everything is I'm always practicing it. Yeah.
So you're just more self-aware.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. And where do you see yourself? You know, you're moving, unfortunately, away from my neighborhood.
Yes.
And the country. Do you see when you're moving into another country, another culture in Europe, where drinking, partying, consumption is a big part of their lifestyle there? Yeah. Are you kind of worried about staying true to your values? Or this is kind of like a decision you made that nothing can shake you?
You know what? From when I believe in God, I changed a lot. Actually, everything now I'm doing is focused on God. I guess He leads me to do the things. So I guess God wants me to go to Spain. Okay, then I'm gonna go. But yeah, still I'm gonna living in His like commitment. Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna change.
I don't think you will either.
Yeah. I'm just thinking I'm gonna do my best and not worry too much, and God will take care of me. Yeah, bless me. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm sure there's a really good plan for your life, and the fact that you have now started your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
With.
Yeah, the Chinese.
Teaching Chinese.
Yeah.
And starting that venture, as well as your master's program, and maybe explain what you want to be doing, because through this time of sobriety and having time to think and reflect and plan your future, you kind of came up with what you really want to do, and maybe share that with people.
Yeah, actually, my background is like my family, they were like divorced when I was a child, so I guess that's why I was in the dark part in the past. So yeah, and I'm always struggling with the dark points, but since I meet God, then I guess he wants me to I want to serve him, and then he wants me to serve others, and then I one day it just come into my mind that yeah, maybe you can be a psychologist to help others, like others, how to say, other people, they were broke heart, or the student, like student or children's, they were broke heart. So yeah, I want to be a psychologist and like consulting, consultant,
coaching.
Coaching, like that.
Yeah.
And I love to meet people. So I guess I'm gonna love that.
You'll be a natural. You'll do very, very well. And anything else you want to say before we close?
Mm-hmm.
Any other things you want to ask me, or topics you want to discuss? For the record, while you're thinking, some of you watching this, I mentioned earlier that we met and we were kind of dating. You might be thinking that there's history here. Jesse's been literally one of my best friends, and we've actually never had any physical, intimate relationship.
Yes.
We just went on a few dates, and we're like, you know what, we're so close. Let's just have a really good friendship instead of a real committed relationship. And I think that's why there's really a mutual trust and connection, because we weren't violating each other or... No, that sounds terrible. I mean, crossing boundaries of what we felt comfortable with. Jeez. We respected each other, is what I'm saying. Yeah. And hopefully that shows.
Actually, well, what I wanna say is, I'm really thanks for like God and Quinton as well, because when I met him in Busan, and he told me about the like God and Bible, and also about the Vipassana meditation, which like changed me a lot, and Toastmaster. So I'm kind of person like to express myself. I guess he really told me about that, and I guess I made a great progress. So I'm really thanks. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that mini testimonial that wasn't planned, but no, I'm glad that I'm a big believer in people helping people, especially for people that are in my life and that I see are really wanting to make a difference and improve themselves. And I guess if anyone wants to go through that similar process working with me, like I'm starting this coaching, consulting, and counseling business, part of this podcast. So you're kind of my first success story, I guess, of someone who can really change, and but you played the biggest part of that. Well, thank you for saying that, and I guess that's it. I don't want this to end, because this is like one of the last chances I'm going to get to talk with you and sit with you in the same space here. So just trying to think of anything else. Maybe some people are interested, because you do have Korean heritage. What's the main difference between living in China and living in Korea? And which do you prefer, and why?
Oh, wait a minute. I guess too much question. I mean, I guess I'd love to stay in China, cause I love Korea. It's like it's in Busan, it's coastal city. But the thing why I like stay in China more is we have 56 ethnic minorities. This one is 5 and it's 6 in Chinese. So yeah, so it's like people are more like can accept the other foreigners, like yeah, because you know what I mean. Then and so there's many different cultures, like 56. Yeah.
In China.
Yeah.
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 Well, you have a lot of people there too.
Yeah.
Just a few.
Yeah, and then I guess I guess now in China it's like everyone is like having a Chinese dream. Like they always, everyone is wanna making money. They have some kind of motivations.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess now China is really like, how to say, like lively, so lively.
Yeah, it's a booming market.
Yeah.
And were you ever influenced with like Zen meditation or Buddhism growing up in China? Like, do you think that's why you kind of were looking for some kind of spirituality or meditation and minimalism?
Actually.
No.
No.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah. And yeah, but what was the question before that?
Which do you prefer, Korea or China?
Yeah, I guess
China.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I guess it's more fun.
Back to the minimalism. Some people might be watching this wanting to kind of revamp their environment, and I know that you just came into my place after you finished revamping your apartment. You're like, just get rid of everything.
Yeah,
it's so funny. You're like, just get rid of everything.
Yeah, it's to stop you know.
And it's funny because when other people come in and visit me here, they're like, wow, you live like a very simplistic, minimalist lifestyle. You know, things are just really neat and there's not a lot of clutter. But for you, you're like, there's too much here.
Yes.
So that was the first time I heard that. And so how did you do it with your place? You just got rid of...
Yeah, everything. It's like just bad.
Do you have a picture of it?
Maybe I'm not sure. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
that'd be great because maybe I could edit, put your picture in there.
Yeah.
But now you're moving, so now it's really empty.
Yeah.
Even emptier than before.
But it's really empty. It's like just like there's a bed and a desk and wardrobe. It's like closet. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah.
No pictures, no paintings.
No.
And Jesse's a very incredibly talented artist.
Thanks.
No, really, she is an amazing painter, and she gave me a few really nice gifts of her paintings.
Oh.
So no, you've got a very talented. You're very talented, and you have a lot to share with humanity. So I look forward to continuing our journey together, but separate, in other countries and continents. But no, I just feel very blessed to have spent this year very close with you.
Yeah.
And my next year will be very empty without having you close.
No.
So
God will send you. Yeah, another good friends.
Jesse too.
Yeah.
Jesse. There's only one Jesse. But no, I just appreciate it, and once again, just I have huge respect for everything you've done and the way that you have stepped away from the masses where everyone else your age is going out getting wasted and hooking up every weekend or dating multiple dudes and just really being kind of not as developed as you. So that's why I call this the self-developed life. You're a perfect guest to have on because you really have set the bar very high for even me to try and catch. So
you know what, I want to share one thing, like I guess we're gonna like set apart, like I'm gonna leave Spain, but I guess you were like really good friend for me. So I guess we were like in a distance, but you were always in my heart. So we are so close.
Well, we've got this together, right?
Yeah,
right. We've got this together,
So yeah, lovely.
So, give me a hug to wrap this up. Usually I don't do this with... Usually I don't do that with guests, but this is a special edition here. So, thanks for sharing your last day with me, and until we meet again.
Yeah, we will in the Philippines.
Philippines, you spent some time in the Philippines too, right? 5 months?
No, almost 1 year.
Or 1 year? Oh wow, okay, yeah. So we were kind of talking earlier at lunch today about my plan that I had.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we, like I said, I just got back. I've been here for like just not even a day yet in Korea, but I spent the last month in the Philippines. My agenda was just to go there and surf, and I went there for the weather and the waves, and I wanted to go and relax, and I did anything but relax. I was running around the island for a month every day, looking for property and land to buy and invest in, just because I just see it's a great, beautiful country and an island that's the best surfing in almost the world. It's a world-class surf break, and my dream is to build a little bungalow resort there, and it's doable, but it's a little more complex than one first trip there, so you gotta come and visit.
Yeah, of course.
All right, well, thanks so much. Hopefully you enjoyed this and are inspired by Jesse's clean, simple, minimalistic living lifestyle that has just made her a light shining among the darkness of a lot of society. All right, we'll stop there.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Yeah. Let's see.
32 minutes.
Wow.